Alright, so here I've got a disassembled Parker Pen Company Flaminaire. I don't know if you can read that. It is though. The only instructions I've seen online about refilling them have been for I forget what it's called, the model that starts with a G and it has a refillable um, valve on it. Once you get it to this point, there's something here where it looks like a regular valve and you just need an adapter tip. But these don't, and it even says somewhere on there it's a Buta Blue, Parker Pen Company, made in USA, patented. Return empty, in quotation marks, to your dealer or empty pen company. Okay, yeah, like return the empty to somebody who could refill it. And I did take off the nut here and just kind of goes to a section that looks similar to what I've seen in like other butane. I guess I put it away. Non-refillable lighters that just has like a little piece of paper and like a thin metal on top. I'm guessing it has something to do with the way they fill it up, and like probably has a little bit of a like self-sealing mechanism, which would make sense. Just I don't see what you can do once that's removed. It's just a big space up into the tank, and I have yet to really figure out how to do that. But here's the little flint mechanism thing, which is kind of neat. It just uses a horizontal flint shaft like many side rollers do, but it has kind of like the Silver Match Company does with a lot of theirs, a simple little lever that will keep the flint in there. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same because it still uses a spring, which usually this is the spring for the Silver Match Company, and that's actually just a little bit of a lever to keep the spring in place once you put it in. So it's all very simple, like assembly and disassembly, which is why it's unfortunate that they didn't put a way to refill this particular model. But yeah, the flint in here was really stuck. And I'm hoping I can get to it from this way because, oh yeah, there's a good amount coming out. Yeah, you could take it off, but it's such a small screw, I'd really rather not mess with it too much. Like, might as well treat it like it's a pin. We're getting through it. Oh, there we go. Alright, yep, now it won't move. And I'll give it a little bit of a vibration just to get some of that out. I like to use the non-wired because the wires kind of tend to cause the piece of cotton to get stuck in there. And really, I think just using good old metal, a drill bit or a paper clip to finish it off is a good way to do it. Alright, now we're going to pop a new flint in. That tube. This part I'm not exactly sure about, but yeah, okay, so put that in, right, and the little lever will hold it. Okay, that should spark now. I'm going the wrong way? No? That's right, okay. Doesn't seem like it has much. There we go. Well, let's reassemble it and like make sure I'm doing that properly. And then if you got the tank refilled somehow, or if this was the other one, they seem to be assembled and disassembled in essentially the same fashion. And this is a little case here. You slide it on where the lever action is toward the back and have it like grip the nozzle. Yep, that looks good. Put the bottom part on. Smush it back into the thingy. Which way does it go? Ah, yes. Chunk. And then you grab the flint part. Okay, it's all just kind of like slides in and out. It's kind of cool in that regard. That's upside down. Duh. Alright, there we go. And, it's, I guess that's enough for butane. It doesn't look like it's very reliable. It just doesn't sound right to me. But I think it's alright. Like, those Ronson Redskin flints really had like more of a spark to them, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe just because they're old and sitting around inside of something. But yeah, there's a Parker Flaminaire. You know, and I was a little worried by the fact that when you push down on the lever, you can kind of push out the bottom of the thing. Maybe you should go that way. There we go. It's a little bit more flush. Yeah, see, it kind of pushes it out a little bit, but in reality, I mean, it's going to be resting in your hand in such a way that you're cradling the bottom. So the pressure between that and you doing this, like, I can tell it does lift the nozzle a bit. Yeah, whatever. It does, though. And there you have it. You know, would be a somewhat working lighter if I could put butane in it. I think I got another one sitting around, too. It's probably going to be the same, but alright, you know, that's that.